Today I am reviewing and testing one of the most recent releases from Auxito, the Y19. Does it perform better than the Auxito Y13 that I've reviewed in the past and recommended quite often? We're going to find out. Hello everyone, and welcome to Car Light Reviews, where I perform consistent automotive light tests to help you make the best purchase decision, see better, and be seen better when driving, and of course, save you money. My very first LED light review video that I ever did was on my other channel in jasonsgarage.com, and it was for the Auxito B13. Now, LED technology evolved from there, and then I reviewed the Auxito Y13, and that was 3 years ago, before I did lux meter tests like I do today. However, I really liked the Y13 from what I saw, and I installed them on one of my vehicles. And believe it or not, despite all the lights I've tested since then, they are still installed on that vehicle to this day with zero issues. So last year, right around this time, I started this channel that you're watching right now, Car Light Reviews, and I felt it was only appropriate that for my first video, I review and test all of what Auxito currently had to offer, since it was an Auxito LED light upgrade that started it all. And you can see that video right here on my channel, and I'll link to it in the description below. But the result is that out of all the Auxito lights at that time, I declared the Y13 still my favorite pick. I mean, it's got great performance for the money, a smart design, good materials, good heat management, and a fair price. And ever since I installed them on my personal vehicle 3 years ago, they were my #1 suggestion for budget LED headlight upgrades until they were dethroned by the Fair and Forscher when I tested it last year. And the Forscher is just tough to beat. It also won my choice of budget LED headlight of the year for 2022. Again, see the links in the description for the videos I just mentioned. You should really check them out. So that brings us to today. And again, for one of the first videos of this year, I think it's only appropriate that I test another Auxito light. This is the Y19, and see how it compares, and if it can be considered related to the success that I think the Y13 should have. Now, like my other LED headlight videos, I'm going to do an unboxing, go over the published specs, and then cover some of the features, and then I'm going to test the brightness and light pattern for both projector and reflector housings and see how it performs. So let's start with the unboxing. Anti-static gloves. User manual, you probably don't need it like the other ones. It is plug and play. Simply remove your factory headlamp and install this one. You do get some zip ties and an Allen wrench because it does have an adjustable collar, which you'll see. And here it is. Okay, let's go over the published specifications of this Auxito Y19. 60 watts each, 12,000 lumens each, a color temperature of 6,500 K. It has a CSP chip and an IP rating of 67 and an hour rating of 50,000 hours. As you saw, it does have an adjustable collar, and that's what the Allen wrench is for. It is fan cooled, and it does have an external driver with built-in CAN bus. It has a warranty of 2 years, just like all Auxito lights, and the price at the time of this video before any discounts is $79.99 per pair. Speaking of discounts, see the description for a special coupon code where you can pick this or any other Auxito light up at a discount. So while the name Y19 might imply that it is in the same design family of the Y13, as you can see, they are clearly not even close, nor are they even in the same price range. But I am excited to see how well this performs, and if you are watching this, I know you are too, so let's move ahead. So here's my initial observations of this light. You can tell it's got a very straightforward design. Nothing special, no ornate designs or any scallops or anything like that. It is very, very business, all business. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially when you can't really see this light after you install it in your vehicle. It does have a shallow fan, and that's good for those who have dust caps. It's about the same distance as the Y13, so if you're considering upgrading from the Y13, this will fit under your dust caps if that does. And I did take some measurements from the back side of the collar edge right here to the trailing edge of the fan. It's about 30 millimeters. And has a diameter of about 35 millimeters in case you need to test to make sure it'll fit underneath your dust caps. When I was doing some preliminary testing, I noticed that the fan was slightly quieter than average. I know some of you like to know that. You can see here it's got twin cooling pipes. The driver is your standard Auxito driver. And the cables are also on the standard side, but overall, it's on par with Auxito quality. Now, before I move ahead, if you find any of my videos helpful to you enjoying your car more and saving money, do me a favor, click on the thumbs up, click on the thanks icon, and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell if you haven't already. Don't forget my Patreon page. And finally, if nothing else, at least use the links in the description below if you want to purchase LED lights based on my reviews. It really helps this channel at no additional cost or effort to you, and I really appreciate everyone's support. So now, let's see how the newest Auxito LED light upgrade performs. For the projector, the initial output is 1,573 lux, 848 over the HALOGEN 725 baseline Lux measurement. This is slightly above average initial projector light output of the lights I tested in all of 2022. And after 27 minutes, the average commute time in the United States, it does a good job of retaining that light output, keeping 82% of it. This is slightly above the average of the lights I've also tested in 2022. That results in 1,290 lux, or 565 lux over the HALOGEN baseline. Once again, slightly higher than my average tests. Now let's take a look compared to stock. It's got a good clear cutoff, but the cutoff is on the higher side compared to the hotspot. So you're going to have to aim these a little more carefully to make sure they project a useful distance without blinding oncoming drivers. Again, aiming your headlights is very important. Now the common weak spot that is normally here has been filled in quite a bit, which is good, especially if your vehicle doesn't have fog lights. Now, let's have a look at the reflector output. For the reflector, it's pretty bright. 3,160 lux, which is 2,250 over the HALOGEN baseline of 910 lux. And after 27 minutes of runtime keeping that 82% light output, it is reduced to 2,591 lux, or 1,681 over HALOGEN. Once again, both numbers slightly above average of my testing. Not bad. Now looking at the reflector light pattern compared to HALOGEN, it does pretty well for a brighter light. It maintains the control real nicely. And I think it's fair to say that it is also slightly above average for the lights I've tested. Now you might be noticing a pattern here with the Y19. As mentioned, there is a published rating of 60 watts per light, and I observed 52.4. And for heat management after 27 minutes of runtime, the average commute time in the United States, my FLIR thermal camera recorded, you guessed it, right around average 219 degrees Fahrenheit or 104 degrees Celsius for the main unit, and slightly above average 154 degrees Fahrenheit or 68 degrees Celsius for the driver. And as always, if you want to compare all specifications of all the lights I've tested, I put a link in the description below to my free spreadsheet that I update with every video release so you can compare the specs of this light to all the other lights I've tested. So I think this light does a pretty good job and is on par with Auxito quality and performance. And I think it's above average in every way, and you might agree based on my testing. But it is also slightly, and I do mean slightly, above average in terms of price, at least before discounts. Here's what I'm saying. If you like the numbers and the light output pattern test from this video, this is a good light to get, especially if you can use a coupon code. And you are in luck, because if you use the links in the description of this video, as mentioned, it supports this channel at no cost at all to you. And if you order direct from Auxito, use coupon code CARLIGHTREVIEWS and you will definitely save some money. So there you go. You can get an above average LED light for a below average cost. Now, I got to circle back to the Y13. Does the Y19 perform better? Well, I say yes, but you're also comparing apples to oranges. There are two different styles of LED lights at two different price points. Let your budget and needs guide you. And that coupon code, CARLIGHTREVIEWS, that I told you to use when you're buying direct from Auxito, well, that code works on all Auxito lights. The Y13, the Y19, all of them. Thank me later. Once again, click on the thumbs up, the thanks icon, be sure to subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. And if you have a suggestion on what I should test in the future, please leave a comment, and I'll check into it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps you to find the right lighting upgrades for your needs so you can enjoy your car more and save you money. As always, keep your headlights aimed and drive safely, responsibly, and respectfully.